Hawklords. Is it a Hawkwind album? Of course it is. But why is it called Hawklords? Well, my theory regarding this is that the band fired Nick Turner, and he was indeed a vital, very vital ingredient to Hawkwind 1970 to 1976. So I'm guessing it may be the name Hawkwind they were not able to use it for this album. I'm not sure, but that's what I think. Why is this last? Hard to say. There are some very, very, very good songs on this one. Psy Power, Free Fall, 25 Years, The Age of the Microman. A 7 out of 10. It opens with maybe their most punk rock song ever, Death Trap. And this is a song I would recommend you to listen to if you don't know it. Jack of Shadows, it is good. Robot, it's great. High Rise, it's great. Again, 7 or 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. Next up, their debut album, Hawkwind. And this is the album for you who enjoy psychedelic folk. This is the Hawkwind album that is the most different from the others during the 70s. There are some really psychedelic freak out things on it, but there's also pure folk, acoustic guitar, folk songs. I think maybe Hawkwind actually started out as a folk band. It sure sounds like that if you listen to the early versions of Hurry Down, Sundown. Ranking, I'd say 7.5. Thrilling stories of science and fantasy, astounding sounds, amazing music. And look at this cover art. Wow. And look at this back. There's a lot on this album. Reefer Madness. It is a classic. It is a super classic. Steppenwolf, very good rocker. City of Lagoons. Oh wow, great song. And then you get the incredibly, I love this song, the Obagin, the Date Lagoon. You get Curb Crawler. You get the excellent Cubby Flyer. I love it. And it ends with Chronoglide Skyway. I'd give this one a solid 8 out of 10. Next up, Spirit of the Age. I think they play that song to this day. Destination Alley it is also a fan favorite. Fable of a Fabled Race. Wow. And then for me the weakest song, the title cut, Quirk, Strangeness and Charm. Then side B starts with one of my all-time favorites, Hazan-i Zabah. And the next song, The Forge of Vulcan. It's kind of an ambient, gothic, space rock song, no vocals, all instrumental. Well, let's move on. We get The Days of the Underground, which is fantastic. Wow, what a tune. And it ends with another fantastic song called The Iron Dream. Again, it lost only 2 minutes. And we're playing a little bit of this now. And this is the kind of Hawkwind that I really love. We're moving on. Fifth best Hawkwind album in my opinion. Well, it has to be Levitation. Songs, the original album opens with Levitation, masterpiece. Motorway City, masterpiece. This is a little more, it's not as psychedelic as early Hawkwind. It's more rock and roll, maybe, but progressive and some quite advanced drumming by Ginger Baker from Cream. But this Psychosis, great song. World Tires, great song. Prelude, again a tune I wish were longer. And then we get the great, the fantastic song Who's Gonna Win the War. Space Chase, fantastic. The 5th second of Forever, great. And the ending, Dust of Time. Again, I think this is a song they still perform to this day. At number 4, yes, it is Do Re Mi Fa Sol Latido. It opened up with the all-time classic Brainstorm. Well, this I'll rank it 8.5 out of 10. Back to this, the 4th best. Brainstorm, written by Nick Turner. If you haven't heard Brainstorm, go and take a listen. This is maybe everything Hawkwind is about. Next, you get Space. It's a great song. Then you get Down Through the Night. It's also a great song. Then comes One Change. Very experimental, very psychedelic. It has a slight ambient feel to it. And then we get another all-time classic, Lord of Light. Then we get Time We Left, a fantastic song. And it ends with Lemmy's first written song for Hawkwind on their 3rd studio album, which was his first album. So he actually joins the band and he actually gets his first solo song or his first composition. It is The Watcher, and boy is that a great tune. I can't explain the song any further. It is for me one of the very best songs Lemmy wrote. 3rd best Hawkwind album, according to me, yes, In Search of Space. This is Hawkwind's 2nd album. This is where Hawkwind becomes Hawkwind. Well, I didn't give this a ranking, solid 8. This one, a solid 8.2 maybe. In Search of Space by Hawkwind, released 1971. It opens with You Shouldn't Do That, which is a masterpiece. And the way the vocals just goes in circles, it's just fantastic. And after You Shouldn't Do That, you get the fantastic You Know You're Only Dreaming. This tune is also one of my all-time favorites. Then you get the big hit, Master of the Universe. Well, side B, or next song, We Took the Wrong Step Years Ago. Fantastic. Easily also in my all-time favorite Hawkwind songs. Then you get the song called Just Me, which is good. Then you get Children of the Sun. Ranking, well, a solid 8. If I gave this an 8, okay, 8.2 maybe. Second place, of course, it is Hall of the Mountain Grill. Their last album with Lemmy, called The Psychedelic Warlords. And it follows up with Wind of Change, which calms things down a little bit. Then you get a fantastic rocker D-Rider, followed up by Web Weaver. Then you get another all-time classic, You Better Believe It. And then you get a beautiful, beautiful short. It almost sounds like a classical piece. The title cut, Hall of the Mountain Grill. And then you get a Lemmy song called Lost Johnny. Again, one of Lemmy's all-time greatest. Then you get Goat Willow. And it ends with the exceptional Paradox. This album, 9 out of 10. But before I bought the box set, I had the one with the bonus tracks. The flow of the album with the bonus tracks, amazing. So if I'm counting those bonus tracks, yes, a 10 out of 10, no doubt. People who know Hawkwind knows what I'll place as my all-time top Hawkwind album. First place, I think you agree with me. It's Warrior on the Edge of Time, and features 2 drummers, and on some of these songs it's just amazing to hear how they play in perfect synchronicity. Regarding this album, and with regards that this album was released in 1975, the audio quality is just unbelievable. This is, of course, the deluxe edition, so you get the original still mix. Everything here, this is a 10 out of 10, no doubt. Assault and Battery, The Golden Void, The Wizard Blew His Horn, Oopa Loopa, The Demented Man, Magnu. Whoa. Then you get Standing on the Edge, a little poem or little interlude. Then you get Spiral Galaxy 28948, whatever that means. And then you get the title cut, Warriors, then Dying Seas, and the original album ends with Kings of Speed. Fantastic tune. Also, when they released Kings of Speed on 7-inch, the B-side was in fact a song called Motorhead. So yes, the first version of the song Motorhead, recorded by Hawkwind, and to me it beats the crap out of the version most of you people know. For me it was such a huge loss. Not only Lemmy's compositions, and not only his incredible Rickenbacker playing, yeah, and a lot of bonus tracks. I won't mention it because this video is getting too long, but this one is the original mix. Great original mix. But Mr. Steven Wilson remixed yet another classic, this album. I would not say it's better than the original mix, but it is just as good. For me, of course, it is the same album, but it is a beautiful alternative listen. And this disc also adds some fantastic extra songs. And disc 3 is the 5.1 version. I'll show you it really quick. And yes, I'm planning to buy more Hawkwind. The 81 album, the 82 album, the Chronicle of the Black Sword. This was my ranking of Hawkwind 1970 to 1980. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave your own ranking in the comments. And also, please feel free to recommend me any Hawkwind album after 1980. That's all for now. Have a nice day.